Good Tuesday morning is your Loudoun County weather outlook, model weather outlook. Looking over the next couple weeks, trying to see exactly what's going on pattern wise. We are in a different pattern for sure. The hot heat dome has shifted west, and what we're going to see is this huge heat dome kind of show up here in the middle part of the country, and that provides a little troughiness here on the East Coast, which allows some weakness in the systems, or the atmosphere, I should say, which allows bubbling up of showers and thunderstorms pretty much every day. Also, we're still in a warm pattern. Don't get me wrong, this is a hot time of year, and we're going to see that for sure as we head through this the next several days into the next couple of weeks, really. This heat dome to the west is a little bit troubling. We'll see how big it impacts us over time. So this is the GFS model. Was one model depiction of what's going on. Still a lot of moisture in the area. There are flood watches west of us, not over us today, but any showers and storms that do develop don't seem like they'd move very fast, and they could put out a lot of rain. It's just not as prolific maybe as yesterday. There were some storms yesterday that produced 3 to 6 inches of rain just south of Loudoun and southeastern Loudoun, near just south of Ashburn area. Did get quite a little bit of rain too. So anyway, showers and storms will be scattered around. Again, if you get underneath a thunderstorm, you can get the most. But I'm already out to Thursday here, so just moving forward, we're seeing the moisture in this region. Here we are on Thursday. More showers and storms, more widespread Thursday into Friday. Then things moving off. But you see we're kind of stuck right on this edge where the cool air to the north is trying to overpower the very warm moisture to the south. They ain't working. But here in the middle part of the country, these are, even the southwest and or western part, this is a really big heat push. This is the heat dome. It's been pushed westward as the trough or the jet stream. It's kind of doing this pattern. It's going up, over, and then back down. So that's what we're seeing as far as the way things are working out. And so as we head into the future, again, this high is trying to stay anchored here. We're kind of on the edge of the trough and stuff, so that's why we get daily thunderstorm chances. And depending on how hard this presses or how hard we get southerly winds, depends on whether or not we get showers and storms, but pretty much every day. I mean, you saw this all the way into Sunday. Now into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, showers and storms in the region. This is showing a lot of rain as the low kind of forms along here, kind of a little low in the midst of all this stuff. So, and then we finally dry out in the longer range if this is true. But we're getting way out there. I mean, once we get past about 168 hours, you're truly in La La Land. I mean, look here up in the north. It's snow showing up on the map. I don't know if that's true or not. That's interesting, though. Regardless, for this early in the season to see snow up in Canada, but we'll see if that's true. That's really a cold pull trying to break free from the north. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So what we always like to do is compare. So it looks like it got really wet, and then we kind of dried out there after a bit. Heights did come back up. So let's just look at the overall temperature anomalies. That will help us know where we're sitting as far as temperatures over the next several weeks. We get a little more realigned here in the map. So we'll go forward. We're staying at or below normal here with all these clouds and moisture in the region. Even though we're below normal, like I said, the humidity is super high. So it's going to feel hotter than it actually is. But with all the rain and the rain chances and the clouds and the fog and stuff like that, we're staying below normal, well below normal, even through to the weekend. Saturday, I think, may eke out one of the best days we have, not Saturday, but Sunday. And then as we go into next week, temperatures are pretty much staying pretty far below normal. I think this is whether or not that low forms along the coast. We'll have to see if that comes true, but it's going to bring easterly winds off the ocean. If that happens, so temperatures will really go down pretty far next week if this is true. I don't know if this is true, by the way. This is whether or not that low pressure system gets associated to the coast or not. And then we see a resurgence of some heat as we head into super long extend, and that's when I said that ridge kind of starts to push. But here's that cold pull from the north. Who knows if that's true? Like I said, we'll see. If it is, that could be interesting because it could cause quite a bit of disruption. Now, what I will tell you is there was a recurvature of a very strong hurricane right about now. There's a huge hurricane out in the tropical Pacific towards the western side, and as that moves north, it does tend to trigger a downwind kind of cool trend. So we'll see if this is true. I don't know if this will come true or not. This is really in La La Land. All right, let's look at the European. And we do have to look at overnight to get this far out. So bear with me for a second. And let me get realigned on the map so it's more in the region that we can see here. So just going to go quickly through. We'll look at the temperature since we're already on there. Temperatures are hovering pretty much near normal until we get, like I said, into the extended. So we're already at Friday here. Saturday, we're not too bad. And then in the weekend, temperature is pretty much near or slightly below normal based on the moisture and humidity into the air. That heat dome here in the middle part of the country is really, really profoundly hot. This is due to the moisture, is why these temperatures are being kept lower here in the south. Then things kind of warm up for a bit, and then even on this, there is some infiltration of cooler air in the long range that we could watch, but we'll see that so far off. Who knows if that's even true? And as far as their moisture and precipitation goes, here on the European map, we'll go forward. Again, just pretty much scattered showers and storms pretty much through the area. Let's see if it also develops as a low next week along the coast. I suspect it may, but I don't think it will. Just a lot of moisture around, not really a low part. Oh, there's a low. Uh, I don't know if the position or location of those things are true or not. So, we'll just keep going in the future. But it just shows us kind of a pattern. Looks unsettled for a bit. And then there's that cold push in the long range. We'll have to see if that comes true. All right, so that's kind of what we're looking at. Let's look at the actual moisture and precipitation over the next couple weeks. And looking at this, this is a 7-day precip amount. Can't really reposition where it is, but basically it's showing rain. And this is this doesn't look very good when you can't reposition it. So hold on, let's go. You can at least see it here. 1 to 2 inches of rain, maybe 1 to 1.5 inches of rain here in the area. We'll see if this comes true. Again, we need all the rain we can get. We continue in a drought. And same with the 6 to 10 day forecast for the temperatures, still remaining above normal, which is interesting because we saw the maps showing all that moisture around. I wouldn't be surprised if this kind of changes more towards near normal because we were bouncing between above and below normal. So we'll see if that comes true. All right, and that's what I have as far as the outlooks for us.